Hi guys, this is Miles from gymandfitnessequipment.co.uk and I'm here at the International Showroom with...
Hi guys, my name is Basil from Fitness Network South Africa. Miles has joined us at the International Showroom here to run you through the G1. We have just finished the installation of this beautiful piece of equipment, perfect for the basic home gym setup.
I think, Basil, it's important to tell everybody at home how many times we've done this take.
We have done this take 3 times now.
We're really good at this take now, so we should be able to get through and actually not forget anything.
Not forgetting the microphone is plugged in, you know.
Or we've got the right shirts on, or we're in the right country.
The right angle.
The right angle. So hopefully you're going to get some really good value out of this video. Basil, what were some of the things that you noticed when you put this together that you like about it?
So very first of all, installation time on this, guys, extremely easy. 1 hour to 1.5 hours. Very straightforward. Very easy. The bolt packs are even labeled step 1, step 2, step 3. Very easy. What you can notice is you can see that there's no Smith machine in the G1, which makes it a lot easier. But with that said, you can still use it as a power rack. What is quite lovely on it is it's got 22 levels of adjustment. Would you train in the functional trainers in the gym?
Love the functional trainer. Yeah, one of my favorite exercises, because of course that mimics any type of barbell movement and dumbbell movement. So with the average adjustable bench, you would have perhaps 7 adjustments. With this, you have 22 different angles that you can hit with the barbell, with dumbbell type exercises.
Correct.
So yeah.
So with that being said, you'll see there's big holes in the front of the rack here. That's probably for your J-hook, for your different squattings and stuff like that. There's 10 big holes here, and there are 40 small holes right down to the bottom.
This is massive, so I think that's what they call the west side
spacing. And it is quite massive. What is quite nice to take note, guys, about 185 centimeters in height, 185, and look at the height for me. It is perfect. It is more than adequate for height, because the last thing you want to be able to do is walk in a functional trainer or power rack and the roof is right here. I mean, there's no point in that. I mean, what is quite nice with this height is if you want to do a military press, you could pretty much take it off and walk away and press.
Yeah. So what we'll be doing in a separate video, and you'll see that on YouTube, are the measurements for the G1. That is under a separate video. Something I'd also like to mention that the owners of Force USA pointed out to me when I met with them earlier this year, was that they'd used laser cutting technology here.
Correct, which makes a cleaner hole. So there's no chafe.
And it doesn't weaken it.
In there. There's no chafe.
Yeah, a lot of companies use a punch, don't they, which weakens the integrity of the frame.
What tends to happen being a chrome piece, if they use a punch, it almost looks like there's a piece of, it's almost like dented in. Whereas this is clean, there's nothing, clean cut on it as well, which helps you when you put your J-hooks and your safeties in, that they go in nice and clean.
Okay.
Miles, I think you also wanted to touch base that this can also make use of standard weight plates as well.
Yeah, massive, I think, saving, especially a lot of people in my market in the UK contact me and say, well, you know, I've got a whole load of standard plates, do I have to throw them away now?
Answer is no. There's one grub screw. It's at the back of that. You loosen that, you take the sleeve off. Same as for the weight loading zones on the bottom as well. Very, very simple.
Right.
Very easy. You'll see they've even gone the extra mile. You'll notice on the bottom of the G1, there's reinforcing brackets in there just to make it stronger. So you'll see the guys have done a really good job at making sure that they've designed it 100% safe, 100% correct, and it's a perfect design.
Lovely. Maybe we can touch on just some of the accessories
as
well. I'm going to go and find one of my favorites.
Well, Miles is finding that accessory, guys. You get 2 lovely nylon D-handle accessories, which are fully adjustable. What Miles did mention in take 3 earlier on, that we had to cancel.
Could have been take 4, I'm not too sure.
Exactly. What's nice about this is if you want to do any ground-based work on the handle, you can do any ground-based work.
Get that nice stretch, you can get that nice length
with that. We will be touching base with the exercises on each unit for the walkthrough.
Yeah.
But just to show you, you can shorten it if you wanted a normal D handle. So you get 2 lovely D handles. Going on to Miles, you get the Camber Ball.
Camber Bar or Z bar. So anything that you can do with a barbell and a Z bar. So from preacher curls to doing a French press to doing skull crushers. Some people actually
forearm workouts.
Yeah. I mean, from years and years of training, I've got all these injuries all over the place. So sometimes using something, not a straight bar, but using something with a little bit of a bend, takes the strain off my wrists, my poor aching wrists. So for me,
And
lovely
what is
bar.
quite nice, Miles mentioned the straining of the wrist. If you look at the Camber Ball, what is quite nice is that rotates. So as you're doing a workout or a movement, it takes the pressure off your wrist, and it keeps your wrist in a neutral position. While Miles is going to go fetch the straight bar, you get a tricep rope that comes with the unit, which you can use for a whole bunch of exercises, which we'll touch base with just now with the walkthrough.
Probably one of the most versatile attachments.
It is, because you could use it for a one hand as well, because it's got this lovely stop in it as well. Then Miles has got the straight bar.
Straight bar, so this mimics a barbell.
It does.
And you can do squats, you can do bench press, and of course, even just with chest, you've got 22 different positions that you can use.
And keep in mind, it also rotates to take the pressure off, and it's got a lovely center clip for lat pull down, where you can clip it in one and not have two cables on it.
Right, so that's the straight bar.
Straight bar, then we've got a bicep handle or a straight bar, a short straight bar or bicep handle that you can use, or tricep handle. The sky's the limit. What is quite nice is it's supplied you with a lovely chain link over here that comes with it. So that's, especially for the guys that still like training the older people, not picking on you, Miles.
Somebody older than me.
So what you can do is you can drop that lovely column right down to the bottom, and you can clip the chain on, so you don't have to go and fetch the bicep bar from down there, which is a nice advantage. Anything else that I could touch base on? Very, very smooth action. Guys, I must reiterate that without weight plates on it, some people might say that it's a bit jerky, and it will, and some people say it won't go down. It needs gravity, and it needs some weight. Those are 2.5 kg weights on each side, so it will go down. It's very, very smooth. Nice engineered cables to it as well.
Baz, just touching on that point, that's been a question, especially with the G3s as well, that works on a similar mechanism with the functional trainer.
Yes.
These are not designed to not have any weights on. So as soon as you put the weights on, it causes the thing to move nice and easily and smoothly. And also bear in mind that you need to have equal weights on each side. So I have had people that have contacted me and said, it doesn't work properly. And they've got a 20 on one side and they've got nothing on the other side.
Correct.
Not
Because
meant
they
to
will go
work
up
like
at
that.
an angle.
Yeah.
What is nice to point out, the guys at Force have done an amazing job of making sure this is structure and safe proof. You'll see they've got reinforced plates in the bottom there to keep it at that angle, to make it nice and safe. Another thing that I must touch on is that thought in mind, is that the cable gets a bit slack. You can adjust it down here. There's a few levels of adjustment to tension it again, as well as you can adjust it back here. I must say, guys, you don't have to panic and freak out if there's no weight on here when you're doing the cabling and it doesn't sit on the rubber.
Yeah.
You must remember
It tends to hang a little bit in the air. And that's normal,
so that is normal.
Yeah. Okay.
I like to leave it about 1 centimetre in the air, just because it gives time for the cable to settle.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, there's no disadvantage with it being hanging in the air by
Not
a
at all.
centimetre. There's nothing wrong, nothing that
Not
creates
at
a
all.
safety issue.
The only time I would actually rest it on the stop is if I'm going to leave like 150 kilos on there permanently.
Okay.
Then it'll take the tension off the cable. But this cable can take a ton of weight, so...
Which, quite literally, rated to 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, if I'm going to take it 2,000 pounds.
Great. Basil, thank you very much for your
Pleasure.
time. Thanks for helping me put this
You
together.
forgot to mention it's also got band pegs,
Yep. Right, those are the band pegs at the bottom there.
which
So
can go into the safety arms as well, at the top here. And one last thing before we run you through the workout charts, you guys can notice on the whole monster line, there's actually anchor points to the floor.
Ah, very important.
You don't have to anchor it. It's very sturdy, very solid, as you can see here. But if you wanted to, you can anchor it to the floor.
And I think it's an important point. I have been asked on a number of occasions, do you have to bolt the equipment down? So my answer to that is, from a safety point of view, I would always advise you to do that. Does everybody do it? No, not everybody does it. But from a pure safety point of view, it's always advisable. And remember that if you're going to slap 200 or 300 kilograms on this and try and do functional training, going running forward and banging the machine, it is possible. It's possible to pull any machine over. So it's got nothing to do. I suppose I tend to be the more honest.
It's more there to help you if you're going to be doing proper swinging pull-ups.
Yeah.
to anchor it to the ground.
Yeah.
But look, if you're not going to do swinging pull-ups and you're going to do strict pull-ups, and I mean, it's your own piece of equipment. You're not going to be throwing your own piece of equipment down.
Sure.
But if you want it to be extra safe, I bolt all my equipment down. I prefer
Right.
it.
Yeah,
It's not going anywhere. Something simple as a military press. If you're lifting a military press and you get a bit tired and you come and throw it into the rack,
Yeah.
you don't want it to move as well. Perfect, guys.
Basil, thank you very much.
Thank you, Miles. We'll go through
We'll
it.
see you guys later.
Thank you, guys.